Don't turn off the lights and be careful of the noise you heard. It may be the beast under your bed, in your closet and in your head. This monster is a hungry creepo who likes to scare kids before deleting them. No, it's not Pennywise. It's another creature from the mind of the same bloke. Be scared of the dark and the Boogeyman. Hello there, you loose units, and welcome back to another episode of Spicy Boy Reviews. I'm, of course, your host, Andrew Iles. That's right, The Boogeyman, directed by Rob Savage. He's known for directing some TV shows here and there, and a couple of found footage thrillers. We open up the film with a grieving family of three, because the wife/mother of this family has deceased. We have handsome daddy psychiatrist, who uses his time helping other people and their problems while burying his own problems deep down, which can only go well. Then there's his eldest daughter, who is not Anya Taylor-Joy, who's getting mildly bullied by mean girls because she's a loser who's grieving her dead mother. What a nerd. And the youngest daughter, Sawyer, who just got back from Tatooine, where she taught Obi-Wan Kenobi everything he knows, because... yeah. Daddy Poos gets a creepy visit from the Polka Dot Man, who explains that all three of his children have been deleted by this dark, ominous creature. And of course, Daddy Psychiatrist believes every word he says. No, he calls the cop on him because this guy is all kinds of creepy. But before the cops rock up, Polka Dot Man here has a bit of self-hangman game in the deceased mother/wife's art studio. Come on, mate, the paintings weren't that bad. It's not long before creepy shit starts to happen in the house here, because Polka Dot Man has released or carried over this dark, ominous creature. This sounds familiar. The youngest daughter starts experiencing this first, with a bunch of creepy shit and some jump scares here and there. Then, not Anya Taylor-Joy starts doing a little bit of investigation and digging into this ominous creature. And we find out that it is the Boogeyman. But we don't delve too deep into this character of the Boogeyman because we've only got about, 45 minutes left of film. I actually don't even think that the name Boogeyman gets mentioned as far as I can remember. Like I kind of hinted at before, everything gets wrapped up pretty fucking quickly. It's all run-of-the-mill stuff here with all the expected cliches of one of these investigation, urban myth monster movies. Of course, you get creepy voice recordings here, some camcorder VHS footage, Polaroids, which are always creepy, and of course, ominous charcoal dark drawings. And of course, the cliche, no one believes the kids until it's too late. And mouldy walls start appearing in this house out of bloody nowhere, and expand throughout the house as the creepiness escalates. It seems that the sadder the characters get, the more frequent visits from the Boogeyman. Almost like it's feeding off their grief. Metaphor! And like most of these sort of run-of-the-mill creature features, a bit of investigation, detective work here, it's all build, and a lot of jump scares and slow pacing here until the third act when it becomes a full-blown action film. And that's what spoils these type of movies for me. I like the investigative work. It's very brief here, but it's all build here. And of course you're going to get a climax and some sort of payoff here. I think the best movie to do that was Hereditary, but a lower level down from that, like this sort of genre of film, I think Smile did it pretty damn well too. I will say though that the two young female actors here, the sisters, are pretty damn good and quite believable. It is their film. They carry 90% of the movie, and they do really well. But the dad is just there. He's cool. He's not like an absentee father. He's not a piece of shit by any stretch of the imagination. He's just there, not believing anything, sort of sweeping things under the rug until it's too late. But yeah, he's serviceable. He's okay. I also wasn't super sold on the monster or creature design either. It kind of came across as a bit of a cheaper version of the creatures from A Quiet Place. When I think of the Boogeyman, I think of something pretty creepy, I suppose, like the Slender Man or the Blair Witch. Not sort of this four-legged version of the Demigorgon. The film was okay, it was pretty fine, pretty run-of-the-mill and quite forgettable, but wasn't terrible by any stretch of the imagination. Like I mentioned before with this sort of genre film, I think Smile probably did this sort of style better. You know the genre I'm talking about, the urban myth of a creature feature where they do some investigation. This film is obviously about grief, and it will consume you if you let it. Misery loves company. and his name is the Boogeyman. Anyway, guys, that's my review of The Boogeyman, adapted from a Stephen King short story. Write down below if you've seen it, if you're excited to see it, and what's your favourite sort of film in this sort of genre of investigation creature feature. And of course, if you made it this far into the episode, please give me a thumbs up because your love and support keeps me going, because I just love movies, and I assume you do as well. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe icon because I give out episodes weekly, and I'll see you back here next week for the next review, and until then, stay spooky, kids.